Welcome back to Fire Emblem Echoes. It's time for the third DLC.
Are we gonna get back to the village?
All according to plan. The others are sleeping like rocks from all the marching and fighting.
Not tonight, apparently, because Claire's leaving.
Slip away unnoticed. There's a long ride ahead, and I must be back by dawn. Fortunately, I kept off the front lines today to conserve energy, so...
Clair.
Oh, what? Loudly narrating her plan to sneak away didn't work?
Lady Mathilda, you're away!
The camp! I'll leave it! No one will ever know!
You fought poorly today. You held back.
Confound that Mathilda. She drives me to drink.
Oh, my goodness. You don't miss a thing, do you?
This is a good scene.
It is very good.
I was coming to make sure you weren't, like, injured and hiding it or something. You're going AWOL?
That is none of your concern. Now, if you will excuse me, I happen to be in a hurry.
I would beg you reconsider. It's far too dangerous to be wandering about at this hour.
There's a dark filter over the background. You can't leave.
I'm not afraid of terrors.
That entirely defeats the purpose of a terror. They're called terrors because you're supposed to be scared of them.
Well, this is a surprise. I'd no idea there were ruins inside this shrine.
In ages past, they belonged to a prosperous underground kingdom.
Ah yes, the mole
nursemaid
people.
was born in a quaint little hamlet nearby. She claimed this lost kingdom had an advanced grasp of the mystic arts.
Are you really gonna listen to the nursemaid? What if she's just making shit up?
Now that selfsame ring is enshrined here under the guard of terrors. Or so goes the tale she used to tell me before bed, at least. When I heard our expedition would take us near the shrine, I decided I simply must seize upon the chance to discover the truth for myself.
And when I get this ring, Santa Claus will be so proud of me.
I don't truly believe you're going to discover some ring from a fairy tale.
Do you name my nursemaid a liar, madam?
Yes.
My unnamed nursemaid?
I also like just using madam in that sentence.
You're the one who insisted on joining me, remember? If you believe yourself to be above my fairy tale, then you may kindly leave.
So ordinarily,
Never forgive me if I did
I don't clown on stuff like this because, like, you know, there are things that we used to think were impossible in real life that became possible, and that didn't make every other impossible thing
You have no
real.
particular weakness to magic so far.
But,
as
like,
I
magic
know.
exists in this world, so it's not weird that there would be a ring that
What is
destroys magic. That's the thing that would be kind of believable.
Though also, as Mathilda pointed out, Claire's existence is, you know, pretty resistant, being she's a Pegasus Knight and all.
This is exactly what I need to... Oh,
Exactly what you need to...
nothing! Come, let us away.
Hold, Claire. Your nursemaid said the ring was guarded by terrors. Yet we haven't encountered so much as an angry bat thus far.
I'm catching it!
And such luck must not be squandered.
Matilda's eyes turn red and she pulls out her
I
sword.
don't believe in that kind of luck. Perhaps the terrors only appear if you try to take the ring.
Abu, no.
What's happening?
The terrors are appearing because you tried to take the ring.
Always be right.
Oh, it's such a shame to be me, Mathilda.
Everywhere. But I don't
I'm sexy and I'm always right, and it's just the worst.
The ring was booby-trapped. If anyone attempted to take it, terrors would be awakened.
I just thought it would be one or two terrors, like in a picture book.
No, it's a whole novel. Fuck you.
It's a damned nightmare.
One thing
I
is for
forgot
certain,
the
you cannot
overworld
defeat
zombie
this man
sprite
on
looks
your
like he's
own.
dancing.
Yeah, look at him go.
Over there.
And the knights are just bobbing up and down. They're also having a good time.
If we can make it to that point there, the terrors are unlikely to give chase.
Sure.
Our only hope is to make a break for safety. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
I'm so sorry, Matilda, for all of this.
You can apologize to me later. Now move and keep your eyes open.
Trust me, they are wide.
Not getting any sleep after this. Alright, so we've got Mathilda and we've got Claire. And we've also got a heal point up there in case you need it. If you play it smart, though, you shouldn't. So Claire here has the ring. Now, we're going to need Claire to take care of these mages. The mages, of course, very magically inclined, which means Claire, as a Pegasus Knight, is perfect to take care of. She's more magically resistant, while Mathilda is a knight, so she's just generally defensive, physically wise. Though, actually, I say that, she does also have very good resistance. She also has the Blessed Lance, which means... well, she's gonna get a crit, first and foremost, but it also means she's effective against terrors. And just generally very powerful.
Nothing will stop me.
The other thing about mages, of course, is they can attack from a distance, so if you can not end in their range, don't. Simple as that. That is why I marked them specially separate from the rest of the enemy range. Also, God, it is just Crit City now that we have these two characters.
And this one was useful.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you say Mathilda is really good. I don't want to, like, spoil any units we haven't seen yet. I can't remember any bad units in this game.
I can remember a few that kind of underperformed. I'll explain that more later, but Mathilda is especially good, which is definitely impressive. Because, yeah, most of the units in this game are, at the very least, passable, if not pretty good. So, last time I did mention that I'd get around to talking about the DLC, so I will. So, there were 5 DLC packs released for Fire Emblem Echoes. The overall price for them, if you just wanted the season pass, was $44.99.
Jesus.
There was also free DLC, which basically means you needed an internet connection in order to actually get it. But you get 5 items. You get boots, which increase movement. You get 3 pitchforks overall, which is a fairly helpful item that I will explain later because it's not relevant in the slightest right now. One of the pitchforks also has a talisman in it, that's the 5th DLC, and one of the Mila's bounty was actually the Toro Shard and a gold purse. Gold purse is money, and the Toro Shard is a special item, which, I know I said at the beginning of the LP to forget about, the new Mystery of the Emblem LP. If you've watched it, watch it afterwards, but the Toro Shard is a reference to New Mystery of the Emblem, or just regular Mystery of the Emblem as well. It also existed in that. But anyway, I'm going to go over all of the DLC eventually. The first one released for actual money was basically just grind maps. One of which was $3.99 US, the rest were $2.99, or both of the others, there are only 2, or overall they were $7.99. Also, yes, this is all going to be in US dollars. If for some reason you want to convert, I'm sorry I didn't do the math for you. Anyway, the second DLC was also grinding maps. All of them were $3.99, all 3, and the overall pack was $9.99. Basically, the difference between them was the first were intended for early game, and the others were intended for mid-game. But also... really? You're gonna separate, grinding maps, huh? Not even Fates did that. It just had one set of grind maps. The third DLC was actually pretty interesting. They're all $1.99, and they're basically just another level of class for basically all, class lines in the game. So, pretty useful. Not necessary, but pretty good. Overall, it's $14.99. This DLC pack, which has all of the backstory DLC, all of them individually are $3.99. There are, of course, 4 of them, as I've probably mentioned. Overall, $12.99. Probably the best set, I would say, just because you get actual cool maps to play, and there are benefits to playing them, like getting new support lines and whatnot, some items. The last DLC only has 2 maps. They're both $3.99, $5.99 for the pack overall. I will say it's pretty neat. I won't spoil what it is. Also, Jesus fuck, it's a dragon. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's take a look at this dragon. Yeah, Mathilda's been doing pretty well. Let's not fuck with that one. Let's just leave that for never. No, thank you.
Jesus Christ, it's a dragon. Get in the fucking car.
But yeah, the last one's pretty cool, but also it's not backstory, it's different original content. Again, we'll look at it later, but your mileage may vary when it comes to that. So yeah, that's all of the DLC.
The DLC for this game sounds really bad.
Yeah, it's... like, the main issue is it is just, like, overpriced because everything...
It doubles the cost of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's, like, super full price. I think I bought mine pretty close to release date, and I still paid, like, $35 or $40 for it.
Yeah. So, you get a decent amount, but it's pretty fucking expensive. And also, only some of it is all that great. Like, I don't mind the existence of the grind maps, but 2 sets of grind maps, huh? You're gonna do us like that?
Awakening Awakening had the best grind map, I think. Because it was just a bunch of super powerful enemies. Or super experience heavy enemies. Some of which you could take out at low level, some of which you couldn't. And you didn't have to fight any of them because they all just ran away. They didn't need extra maps. They figured this out already. Why did they go back and get it wrong?
I mean, it works out the same here. It separates basically experience, money, and sort of... I think items and money it is? Like, it's still not great, but like, it's a similar function. Like, Fates did the same thing. There was basically experience map and money map, but again, this huge sticking point for me is, why are they separated by early and mid-game? That's just dumb. Like, I did so much grinding in Fates because I wanted to get all the skills without progressing much in the story. But yeah, I didn't need different maps, no matter what point of the game I was at.
And like, Echoes is balanced. Echoes doesn't really need grinding.
Oh yeah, extremely, yeah.
Despite being a remake of the game that introduced grinding to Fire Emblem, basically.
I think we're clear.
You really don't
Now
need
it's
to
well past
go back
dawn.
and grind maps.
I simply must apologize.
Unless
for
you
your
super
family,
screw up
Mathilda.
somehow.
I never meant to put you in danger. And now everyone will be worried sick when they wake and find us gone.
I mean, they'll probably say, oh no, Claire's gone. Oh, Mathilda's also gone. Claire's probably fine if Mathilda's there.
Because you knew a daft fool like myself would require protection.
Just tell me you have the ring. If you dropped it in the commotion...
No, I have it right here.
It was equipped
Look
the
how it
whole
shines in the
time.
light. It's almost shimmering, translucent.
Wait, I think it's... Oh no.
It's a bomb.
Wait, what happened? The ring! It vanished! No!
You don't think...
What?
Well, you said it belonged to an underground kingdom, yes? Perhaps they're not keen on sharing.
Ah, it's the Pillar Man, damn
Relics
it.
are simply not made to withstand daylight.
Ugh, why would anyone craft a ring with such stupid rules?
A special type of metal that
Nothing to
breaks
give my
down when
brother.
exposed to UV.
Wait, all of
If
this was
only
for-
it just had the Redstone of Asia embedded in it, it would have been fine.
Clive's
Or the
strength
sunlight
and
would have gone
bravery are
through
without
the
fear.
redstone and
But he has a
superpowered it,
weakness to
therefore
magic.
causing the ring to melt
So I
faster.
thought, with the ring, all I want is for him to stay out of danger.
Soft, Claire, it's all right. Your brother is the strongest of the world's strongest knights.
And if he really needs resistance, he can just use a talisman. That's what those are for.
There's so much
Look, just find a lady named Anna.
Clive doesn't
She'll hook you
wear
up.
such baubles. He has something better to protect him. A little sister who loves him very much.
I thought for sure Mathilda was going to say, me.
Now stop worrying him by running off on these fool adventures.
Oh, if you insist. Once again, Lady Mathilda, you are the ever-present voice of reason. I must trust in Clive's strength. And if that strength should ever fail, I'll be there to make up the difference. Thank you, milady. Your advice is as sound as ever.
Of course it is. No one knows your brother better than I. I'm just pleased I could aid you.
Hold on now, what did you just say? I'll have you know that I know my brother far better than you.
Oh dear.
Oh, we're getting into this kind of writing, huh?
You are, madam. This conversation is over. Ugh.
I should have known better than to say that. Claire, wait!
I don't think it's worth saving that one. Alright, so we got a memory prism, so we'll be seeing that in a moment. And we also got Claire's lance. Also, just as a note, you can only get the items at the end of here, the unique ones, one time. It's also
there
worth
is.
noting that this chapter also unlocks a Claire and Mathilda support chain.
I am looking
Nice.
for Clive.
Yeah, I never bought the DLC, so I never got to see those
attached to the
supports.
hip, you know.
So, assuming I don't
No,
buy
but
the
you are
DLC
like
and then play through the
brothers.
whole game while we're
Perhaps
recording,
I just think of you
I'll
as
get
a
to see
single
those for the
entity.
first time. I have too many other things on play.
Forgive me if I upset you.
I'm not upset.
I'm not
Are
upset
you
for
certain?
Fernand said
It seems
upsetly.
every time I try to talk to you, you refuse to look me in the eye. If I did something wrong, tell me. I don't want you to hate me.
Hate you? Of course not. But all you ever ask about is Clive.
Oh, right. I can see how that would be grating. It's just, well, your stories about Clive are far more interesting than the ones he tells.
Well, that's because I embellished them.
I can't imagine what I could tell you that he hasn't already.
Oh, if you only knew. I adore talking with him, but, well, he doesn't know how to loosen up. He's very self-conscious. I want to hear about his misadventures, not just what he thinks I want to hear.
Wait. So he never told you about sneaking into the mess hall before lunch?
I'm going to eat lunch early, and no one can stop me.
Surely he's told you about trying to ride those sheep. He scared them so much, they fled the pen and rampaged across the village.
I've obliterated a village with sheep by accident.
Any of those escapades.
Clive started the sheep revolution that plagues us to this
Let
day.
me tell you.
Is that the backstory for that one sheep from Kirby?
He makes me look like
Damn.
a saint.
Clive's actions had long-reaching consequences.
Your
They could
suggestion
never
is
live as
noted.
I do.
This is what I
Sheep
like.
Karl Marx was amongst this flock, so yeah, just got the ball rolling from there.
Of course I enjoy hearing about Clive, but I also enjoy watching you as you tell the stories.
Is that so?
Your eyes light up when you talk about him. I can tell how happy it was for the two of you to grow up together. It's a type of affection that he and I will never have.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I don't get to
I know,
smooch
but
him.
I'd like to see the site of Clive's sheep rampage. Or visit the kitchen where you defrocked that poor cake.
Well, I'd be happy to take you.
As long as you don't say defrocked again.
We can all go together. You, me, and Clive.
We will embarrass Clive together.
I would love that.
I will drag him to where he screwed up and rub his nose in it.
Guards her brother like a lion, so be warned.
Oh, I am well aware. Maybe you can tell me what she likes so I don't have to face her empty-handed.
She likes rings that don't melt in the sun.
Leave it to me.